welcome to the show. I'm not gonna lie, I was just walking through that audience and someone said they loved my dress. And you know who you have to thank for that? The audience, because today is all about the viewer's choice. This is our viewer's choice show. And Alexis put a little bit of a poll out to decide on my outfit. And y'all chose this little number. I chose the shoes, though. I really like a sneaker. I'm feeling good about it. Now, I am so excited because we're going to head into the kitchen to see what we're making, which was decided on by y'all. I'm super excited about this. So we took a poll on Instagram of what you wanted to see me make. So let's see those results. First up, we asked what type of recipe you wanted, and you said quick and easy. Sounds good. Now, we also asked what meal type you wanted. You went with dinner, feeling good about that. We also asked you for a cooking method, and y'all said sheet pan. Listen, I might take a little creative liberties, but I'm excited. Now, we also asked for a main ingredient. Y'all voted for chicken. And for an additional, oh, nice, we got some chicken fans. Additional ingredient, y'all wanted rice, which honestly, a little tricky for me. I'm not gonna lie. Rice is kind of my kryptonite in the kitchen, but with this recipe, it is a foolproof way to get all those things done in one. And now, I know y'all said sheet pan, but I'm gonna do it in this type of pan. So already I'm taking some creative liberties. But the reason is, to be honest, this whole recipe you could also do on a sheet pan, but we are gonna sear things in a pan first. So I thought I'm just gonna save you some dishes, and we're gonna do it all in this one little baby. Very excited about it. All right, so what we are making today is kind of a little bit of a spin on, you know that like side of a can of soup recipe for like a chicken curry casserole? I feel like my mom made it all the time when I was little. This is a little bit of a spin on that, but a totally better version. So I am making my curried chicken and rice bake, all done in one. It's super simple, and I'm really excited about it. So the first thing I need to do is get to work on the marinade for that chicken. So I need about a half a cup of yogurt. Just plain old yogurt is perfect. Be sure you are not using vanilla yogurt because that would be wild, not gonna lie. Now I'm gonna add that right on into my bowl. Yogurt's a great marinade starter. It has a good amount of fat in it, good amount of protein, and it gets flavors and carries flavors really, really well. So speaking of those flavors, the first thing I need to add is 3 garlic cloves that I've minced up. So I'm tossing those babies right on in. And then I'm also gonna add in about 3-ish tablespoons of some grated ginger. Now, I grated this earlier, but we all know I keep my ginger in the freezer. It's the best place to do it. You grate it up, it's easy as anything. Saving that tablespoon for later. Now, I'm gonna give that a little bit of a mix, and already this smells out of control. Now, for that curry flavor, I'm gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of curry powder. Any sort of curry powder you've got handy. I usually buy a medium curry powder. It's really, really tasty. It's got lots of stuff going on in there. It smells like, well, it smells like savory, delicious. There's some celery salt in there. It's really good. So I'm gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of that right on in. And then for a little bit of extra heat, I'm gonna toss in a little bit of cayenne pepper. You don't have to do this, but about a 1/4 teaspoon of that in here just brings that level up a little bit. Toss that baby in. Now for a bit more movement in here, I'm gonna add in the juice of half of a lemon. Gonna see, I feel like I've been getting real lemons lately. Real hard, guys. But this guy's pretty good. Okay, cool, I'm feeling good about it. This is my kitchen workout, not gonna lie. Does anyone else have a lemon squeeze face? No, just me? Okay, cool. I like it. Okay, got that lemon juice in there. Now for a little bit of additional fat, I am gonna add in about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Oil or fat helps carry flavors around, and we've got a good amount of flavor going on. It's gonna kind of brighten up those dried spices, and it's just gonna help things move around on that chicken a little bit better. Now season that up with a bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and if you wanted to, you could use spicy curry powder if you had that on hand, a mild, honestly, whatever you'd like. And this smells already so good. This is a marinade I like to do, obviously, on chicken, but I also do it on things like paneer, which is like an Indian cheese that you can actually cook or grill or saute. It's really, really tasty. All right, now for the chicken. I have got 8 chicken thighs here. I got bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. These are really great because they stay nice and moist. They're usually cheaper than boneless and skinless. If you're a family who loves a boneless, skinless chicken thigh, you can use those here, but you want to keep them rolled up once you start cooking them. This does finish up in the oven, so you want to give them as much opportunity to kind of cook low and slow as opposed to real quick. So you want to keep them kind of rolled up, because that'll kind of like protect the inside from that direct heat and give them nice juiciness all the way through. So add that in, give that a toss together. And this marinade, because it's got that yogurt in it, it's actually a really quick marinade. I honestly could set this aside for just about 20 minutes at room temperature on the counter if I took this chicken straight from the fridge. Or you can do this the night before, pop it in the fridge. You got that done for tomorrow, always a good thing. But to be honest, there's already so much flavor going on that I can just cook these right away, which is what I'm doing because we're going quick and easy. So I'm gonna move on over here. I've got my pan over about medium-high heat because I want a good sear. I'm not looking to cook this chicken all the way through here. I just want golden brown color. So I'm gonna add in just a little bit of oil just to get things going. Just get the party started, you know. A little bit of oil in the pan, always good. And then I'm just gonna take those chicken thighs and I wanna sear them skin side down. That skin is gonna get a beautiful golden brown color. As soon as this hits the heat of that pan, it starts smelling really good. The thing about this recipe is we start it on the stove and then we end it in the oven. So there's a little bit of active time off the top, but then the oven does most of the work. You can go do whatever you want. You can read a book, you could play a game, you could, I don't know, what else do people do in their spare time? I'm not a very fun person, I'm not gonna lie. Really love a book. All right, you just wanna sear that off just until golden brown, and that only takes about 2 to 3 minutes. It does not take long at all. Once that is nice and seared, you're gonna end up with something that looks like this. Look at that. I know. Very excited about that. All right. So that's gonna come on over, and I'm gonna remove those chicken thighs just into a vessel, any sort of plate you've got, anything that's gonna collect those juices. So that skin is nice and juicy, and you see all that delicious like chicken schmaltziness has kind of rendered out. It smells out of control. But the thing is, when you sear something, these are not cooked all the way through, that's gonna finish in the oven. Little bits of deliciousness get stuck on the bottom of the pan. And I wanna release those babies. So to release that, what I like to do is get some vegetables. Sometimes you think about deglazing and you think you need to add in some sort of liquid, but vegetables have a ton of liquid in there. So I'm using 1 red onion and 1 bell pepper. You could use any type of onion you want, any type of bell pepper you've got. If you even wanted, you could chuck carrots in here. Only thing I'd avoid is like broccoli or cauliflower, because sometimes when they cook for a while, it gets a little stinky, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna add those onions on in, peppers go in too, add a little bit of salt, maybe a bit of pepper, give that a stir, and that's gonna start picking up all those delicious flavors from the bottom of the pan. You asked for a quick and easy chicken and rice dinner, and baby, I am delivering. I am feeling really good about this. It smells so good in the studio right now. I'm kind of losing it. All right, so before the break, I got that chicken nice and seared off. We made that beautiful marinade with yogurt and curry powder, and these veg have now sweated down. All those little stuck-on bits of flavor have come off the bottom of the pan, so that's just gonna cook in to the rest of the dish. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this right now, amazing, but I'm gonna amp up the flavor even more because I just can't really resist. So I'm gonna add in 2 cloves of sliced garlic. We have minced garlic in that marinade, but I really like sliced garlic in the rest of this dish because it just gives a nice like soft garlic flavor throughout everything. I've also got another tablespoon of ginger because I cannot resist putting ginger in most things right now because it's delicious. It also makes me feel like I'm being healthy, which is always a good thing. That tablespoon of ginger right on in. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a mix just to start heating everything through. Now I wanna add in some more of those dried spices. I'm gonna toss in anywhere from like 2 to 3 teaspoons of that curry powder just to build that flavor throughout this dish. That's gonna flavor up the rice that we're gonna cook in this pan. So that's about, wait, I'm gonna use a spoon, let's be honest. That was about to dump the whole jar into that pan, which is maybe too much, not gonna lie. It's just about 2 to 3. Now, this might seem a little out of left field, but for a really nice kind of warm flavor, I like to add in just about 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Hear me out, it's not gonna taste like a cinnamon bun, it's just gonna taste warm. It's so tasty. There's already like sweet spices in curry powder, so it works really well. Again, just 1/4 teaspoon though, don't go big. Add that on in, give that a bit of a stir. And now I wanna add in my rice. So rice is kind of my nemesis in the kitchen. I find it really hard to make, I'm not gonna lie. But this is a method that works pretty much, well, not pretty much, it works every time. The way I'm gonna insist that you use white rice. If you wanna use brown rice, this isn't gonna work as well. It's probably gonna have to bake in that oven for about 47 years, and I don't have that. So I wanna use a cup of long grain white rice, and I'm just gonna add that right on into the pan. So just scatter that over. That's gonna pick up all of that delicious juiciness from that chicken. It's gonna pick up all the flavors from those onions, that garlic, and it's gonna be out of control. Now I'm gonna turn the heat off, which just sounds weird because I've got rice in here. Why am I turning the heat off? But we're actually gonna finish this dish in the oven. So into there, I'm gonna add in 3 cups of low sodium chicken broth. Any sort of chicken broth you've got hanging around your house, go for it. I always buy the low sodium though, because then I can add salt as I need it. And honestly, it doesn't taste any different. So I'm gonna add that right on into the pan. Looks like too much, but honestly, it's gonna come together. Give that a little bit of a stir. And at this point, well, before this point, if you wanted to, you could have transferred it all onto a sheet pan, but then you have to fight with aluminum foil and like sloppy sheet pan, not what I want. So we're sticking with this baby. Now I'm gonna pop that chicken right back on top, and I wanna do skin side up. That skin has a little bit of golden brown, a little bit of crisp on there, so I don't wanna submerge it under that liquid. So just pop those chicken thighs right on there. This smells so good. Any of these juices also that have collected, this is why you wanna use a plate with a little bit of a rim on it or some sort of pie plate, because then you take all that deliciousness and you pour it right in, because you worked on all that flavor, so why not add it back? Now at this point, pop a lid on this. This little number has to go into a 350-degree oven for just 45 minutes, which sounds like a long time. I know I said quick and easy, but that 45 minutes, you can do whatever you want. Again, read a book, ride a horse, play fetch with your dog. You do you. All right, I'm gonna pop that in for 45 minutes. Then after that 45 minutes, you wanna remove the lid and let it go for just another 15. That last 15 is gonna re-crisp that skin. Everything's gonna be cooked up, and you end up with something that goes from stove to oven, right to the table, looking like a total dream. Like, out of control. Now I'm gonna throw one more curveball at y'all. This is wild. I'm new on this. A little bit, I'm gonna lose some people, so feel free to do this optionally. Some golden raisins on top give you this sweet tang. It gives you a little bit of brightness. It's almost kind of like a rice pilaf situation now. That's gonna be perfect. Some lemon wedges just popped all over the top for a little bit of bright freshness. I'm gonna hold back on the cilantro because I don't know who's tasting this and I don't know if they like cilantro, but serve it with a side of cilantro, some yogurt, some different chutneys, and you're good to go. And speaking of who's gonna be tasting this, we got one of our audience members, Teresa, coming on in. Hi, Teresa. Hi. How are you? Good. Oh my God, can I give you a hug? It's so nice to meet you.
So happy to be here.
So Teresa, where are you from?
I'm from Woodbridge.
Woodbridge,
yes.
Nice. How was the drive-in today?
Not bad. My husband drove, so it was good.
Key. So my husband does too. I really like it. Also, we match. Is that very exciting?
Yes, we do.
I'm feeling good about it. All right. Are you typically the cook at home?
I'm the one who cooks at home.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you like chicken? Do you like types recipes like this?
I love recipes like this.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
It's like a one pot. That rice
Looks
is perfectly
delicious.
tender. You got those veg in there. Everything you need. Are you a cilantro gal?
To be honest, no.
Okay, good. Nailed it. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, good.
But I'll eat it if you want to put it in there.
No, you do not worry. I will never do that to you. This is a choose your own adventure. We've got a little bit of yogurt, some mango chutney, some green chutney. Do you want to give it a taste?
Okay.
Whatever you'd like.
Oh, so I put on.
If you'd like to.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll taste how you made it.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So there is a bone in there.
Smells delicious.
Right, not too shabby.
Oopsie.
There's a bone. Oh, yeah. Oh, nicely done, nicely done.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Look, I'm shaking.
I know, you're doing great. Honestly, eating on TV is the weirdest part of my job, Teresa. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Okay. Is it good? Tons of flavor, right?
Tons of flavor. Love the curry.
Good.
And taste a little bit of that cinnamon that you put in
Right?
there.
Just
but
a
not
hint.
too much.
You wouldn't know if I didn't tell you.
No, actually, no, I wouldn't.
That's the key. I love
This is really good.
Oh, I'm so
Can
glad.
I have some more?
100%.
Okay.
Teresa's gonna keep eating. I love this. I feel like we're new best friends.
I know.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.